How's it going, everybody? For today's game review, we're going to be talking about Draconus, Cult of the Wyrm for the Sega Dreamcast. This game was released in 2000 by Crave Entertainment and made by Treyarch, and we're going to be taking a look at it today. Draconus, Cult of the Wyrm is a hack-and-slash action RPG that is semi-free roam, though not to the extent of, say, an Elder Scrolls game by any means. I won't lie, it's going to be hard to comment on this game for one simple reason. The controls are really fluid, which is cool, but for some reason either my video recorder or my Dreamcast was deciding to lag hard today, so it made the controls very awkward and I wasn't able to get too terribly far. The game begins and we are able to choose between two different characters. Cindric, a male warrior who focuses primarily on melee with sword and shield but can use magic, or Erwin, or Arwen, a female sorceress who focuses magic primarily but can choose to use melee weapons as well. For my playthrough, I chose Cindric. As we begin, we are given a bit of dialogue explaining the story of the game with some pretty badass voice acting.
Its magnificent cities gone, its mighty wizards and wise sages annihilated.
Basically, a terrible, catastrophic event called the Backlash has corrupted the world, and monsters roam free, and some stone giant named Raka has been creating an alliance of the monsters in an attempt to take over the world. He has also taken control of a flying castle called Zephyron, so we gotta get 3 pieces of the Earth Rune to take control of the castle and beat Raka. So, our first mission places us in an elven forest to gain the first piece, the Heart of the Forest. Our hero is actually quite agile, even in the heavy armor. He's able to jump, roll, side roll, front flip, back flip, and even side flip. You have some basic melee combos and special attacks, as well as shield blocking, and I presume you eventually gain magic, but once again, I wasn't able to get very far due to lag. So, I'm just going to show you guys some gameplay. The graphics and art are all pretty nice. It's got a good feeling to it. Like, you know how sometimes an RPG just sort of sucks you in with the graphics and the atmosphere? Well, this one does it, at least for me, but it has that special old school classic RPG feel to it as well. I also find it pretty cool that on the Dreamcast VMU, rather than just having the standard name of the game sitting still on the screen, it actually has this really cool flying dragon animation going on. Some of the dialogue and voice acting is pretty hilarious and cheesy.
It tingles. That is the whisper.
Help me! I'm afraid that I'm not going to be much help to you.
Combat is standard, but it is also satisfying. You just tap the attack button repeatedly and hack and slash your way through enemies. Oh look, a heart, straight out of Zelda. I have a feeling this game is actually really fun, easy to immerse in, and intense, so I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. If you happen to see this game in a game store, flea market, or online for a decent price, pick it up. RPG fans, I have a feeling, won't be disappointed. I wish I could have shown you more of the game, but I eventually became frustrated and ended up just killing myself.